networking tips.
Okay.
If you had to give somebody who's brand new, actually we're onboarding a brand new franchisee right now.
Yeah.
If he was going to go out to his first networking event in a couple days or tonight,
Okay.
what advice would you have for him?
So just the specifics, always another BNI quote is, how you do anything is how you do everything. So going to your first event, dress the part. I don't care what you are or what you do. If you come hastily there and your hair's disheveled and your nails are dirty, even if you are a person that works outside, people are just going to expect that that's how you always look.
Yeah.
So come dressed well. If you are in construction, fine, wear khakis wherever. I'm not saying like a 3-piece suit and pinky out, none of that. But just be clean, be presentable. Have a breath mint on you. Nowadays you'll have a mask anyway, so you'll know right away. But just start with the basics there, and then look around the room, and when you approach somebody, ask them what they do.
Yeah.
Ask them what they do. See how they respond to you. So say, okay, so hey, whatever. What do you do? Like, don't word vomit on them immediately. See how they interact. If they're brief, you be brief. If they are, kind of mimic them and see how they market, and also see what you like about how they pitched you. Yeah. And even if it's not just the words, what they say, did you like being word vomited on? No, then don't do it to other people. So just interact and ask them first, except if both of you are there like, what about you? No, you. Then don't get into that. But just ask them first. That's great. Good way to start.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
Because I like to play a game when I go to networking events.
Not surprised.
Actually, I play like a ridiculous amount of games when I go to networking events. But the whole, you have to do pregame. Mm-hmm. If you really want to be effective at networking, you have to really shut the music off in your car and think about, how am I going to be purposeful at this event? How am I going to not make it about me? Mm-hmm. How am I going to make whoever I come in contact with feel like the most important person in the room? So these are the things that I like to go through, because it's so easy to be like, oh, hey, what do you do? 1 second. And you're distracted. Yeah. And that makes somebody feel like crap.
Yes.
So and that's by asking great questions. I like what you said, is make it about them. And the game I play is how many questions can I ask them and see if we never get to me? Oh,
okay.
And it's funny because people love to talk about themselves, and I'm the worst. You start asking me about business and I can go on forever.
Yeah.
So knowing how bad I am, it's like a game. And then eventually they kind of realize, they go, oh my gosh, enough. What do you do? And now they're really interested because it's so far offset. They feel obligated to ask about you and what you do and what's a good referral. They'll start asking the same questions. So my advanced networking tip, this one will be mine.
Advanced, okay.
This is after you get comfortable. I call it the mayor mentality. All right. So again, the stupid game I play is before I get there, I pretend I'm hosting the event. So
not surprised. Okay.
So not where it's welcome to my event. They paid, but it's my event.
Yes.
Not like that. But I'm if I was the host, and if people were coming to my house, would people come into my house and me not greet them at all, or make eye contact or say, how are you? Mm-hmm. So it's hard if there's 400 people. But if you think of it anyone I make eye contact with, I'm going to say, hey, how are you?
Yes.
And networking events are awesome because most of the time people have name tags.
Yes.
So it takes a little bit of that stress away. You, how are you? Oh, and they're like, do I know you? Yeah. It doesn't matter.
No.
So you pretend you're hosting it. And I found that is the best for making it fun.
Yeah.
For making people go, who are they?
Yeah. They must be important.
Thanks for joining us, and we hope you implement at least 1 or 2 nuggets from this episode that will give you the confidence to grow. Subscribe to our podcast to stay updated and grow with the bros.